It's two dudes with attitudes, a wrestling podcast with Ryan Enjoys Wrestling and MWO. And this is our special edition WWE Saturday Night's main event prediction show, which is also John Cena's final match. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I
know it's gonna be.
We won't see him.
It's gonna be a sad day, man. It's a sad, historic day when he hangs it up for good. So,
for reals. But that's tomorrow. So yeah.
That's which is literally. It's crazy. Like it feels like his career just started. But then we're doing a special episode of top 5 moments of John Cena's career, and it was hard to break down the top 5 moments of a man who gave us 22 years of his life in WWE. And you realize it's one of those things where you're not going to appreciate him until he's gone. And yeah, I think John Cena really, he changed the WWE for forever. And it's going to be sad to see him go.
The PG era for sure. The best part about John Cena is that, I was never a big John Cena fan. Actually, I always thought he was overrated and yada, yada.
Oh, yeah, same
Actually,
here.
I got famous on social media by clowning John Cena, which is funny, with Austin Theory and everything else back in the days, the Masked Man. But now it is sad because no matter if you like a guy or not, you know what I mean? You still respect the people who have helped the sport you love. It's like basketball, right? You can hate LeBron all you want, but when he goes, it's going to be sad. I was never a Jordan fan, but when he left, it was sad. I didn't love Kobe, but when he left, I was sad. Like, you respect the people who have paved the way. And John Cena, no matter where I think he is in the top 5, top 10, whatever, he is a top 5 icon of pro wrestling of all time, and he will be missed. I'm excited for this match tomorrow. We got predictions on what we think it's going to go, but Ryan, should we get this party started?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
2 dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the 2 dudes and the attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all elite. The 2 dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
Yeah. And this prediction show, it's kind of weird. It's going to be hard but easy because there's literally no story for any match at all. That even includes John Cena's last match. There's like no story whatsoever. We have a bunch of just random people put together, and I thought I was kind of cut off by that, and I had made a video about it, and people were like, bro, it's to help like the way, this is what John Cena wanted, he'd want. I'm like, stop saying things like that's not like, I just feel like they didn't want John Cena to be overshadowed. They didn't want to have the title match and a big old banger. They want Roman Reigns. They wanted this to be all about John Cena. So sure, you got Cody on it, but look who he's wrestling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And all this talk of John Cena is going to open Saturday night's main event just proves once again that, you can't trust anybody out there, even John Cena, because he did say on a talk show that he was going to be opening the show.
100%.
He may not have actually said it directly, but he did say that he left it, he interpreted that he was going to, he left it open to interpretation. He did kind of hint. But the one thing that kind of irritates me about these is it's, the main first match, of course, is going to be, I think, Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. But John Cena has gone out of his way to say in promos and build-up and interviews and everything that these are exhibition matches. So they don't matter. It does not matter who wins or loses. And I don't really like that. I feel like there should be, this is yet another event. We had Crown Jewel where there were no stakes, no title changes, no big moments happening, nothing. And then we had Survivor Series where there were no stakes, John Cena won the Intercontinental or lost the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, that was a big moment, I guess. But the main champions, nothing happened with the main matches. Nothing happened in the grand scheme of things. And now we have this event where nothing happens in the grand scheme. So it's just, as great as this moment is, and as great as it is to see the NXT wrestlers getting spotlighted, it also feels a little strange that there's no stakes, no parameters, nothing on the line, and that John Cena himself has even said that these matches don't matter. And I don't like that.
I don't like that either, but for some reason, I was irked by the last two PLEs. I'm not irked by this one. I don't know why. I'm kind of like excited because I think the matchups they gave us, like even Bayley and Sol Ruca, which was literally pulled out of someone's ass. Like, where did that even come? They was just on Raw, and it was like, oh, there's Sol Ruca who's going to be facing Bayley. I'm like, huh? When did they decide they were facing it? Like, and why? Like Oba and Cody, at least champion versus half makes sense. Tag team match too. It's just a really random. But all four of these matches are gonna be bangers. I feel like when we do our 2 thumbs with attitudes and review this show, I think there's gonna be a lot of thumbs up. I think this card's a banger, man. And it's weird.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like AEW. Like when AEW, most of their pay-per-views are pointless, right? It's just a bunch of random matches put together. But they're always good, right? It works. I think this is like a AEW type of WWE card, even though it's not a pay-per-view, so you're not really paying for it, but it is on Peacock. But I'm very, very stoked about it. But it makes it hard to predict.
Yeah, for sure. And the other thing too about Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi, like I am happy to see Oba Femi doing his thing and getting his shine on the main roster and doing everything that he's doing. And apparently on SmackDown, he had a great moment with Cody Rhodes, and he owned him on the microphone and all kinds of stuff, which is great. But you had a built-in story with Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Saints, and I really wish that they would have gone down that road. It kind of feels like a lot of the booking that WWE is doing lately is just for shock value and for really no rhyme or reason. And this Oba Femi winning at NXT deadline last week just kind of felt like, let's just do it to put it back on him, and let's do it. We don't really have a plan because he got attacked by Tony D'Angelo afterwards, but now Tony D'Angelo is going after Ethan Page, and then Ricky Saints turned heel on Javon Evans. So who is Oba Femi going to face? So it just felt like they put it on him just for the sake of putting it on him, so he could face Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event.
No, they did it so Ricky Saints and Javon Evans could feud against each other, didn't you know?
Oh yeah, anyway. Yeah. And I do wish that we didn't post our videos last week because I looked. There was such a bad lag that I looked like I was on.
We did record 2 episodes. Like
yeah. And I looked like I was. It sounded like I was on some like performance enhancing drugs and stuff, but it was not our best work. And I tried to edit it and everything, but now I even said on those recordings that I think Ricky Saints is the masked man, and it's literally this week I saw a bunch of people. Ricky Saints is the masked man. Ricky Saints is the masked man. I'm like,
instantly.
I swear to God, like even like I feel like people they're watching even when we don't record or when we don't post. So
I thought it was Austin Theory still.
No, yeah, it's definitely not him anymore. Yeah,
I'm sticking with Sami Zayn for life. But anyway, let's get into these predictions. You ready? Let's win some people some DraftKings money, my man. And as always, Ryan's going to do his best. He only has 3 matches he has to guess in order. He tries to guess the orders correctly. And honestly, it is going to start. It always does champion first if he's not the main event. So you really got 2 shots in the middle. We'll see how you do. But let's break it down. We got a non-title match with champion versus champion. Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi, the ruler. Who do you got?
You know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I'm gonna say that Oba Femi gets the win. I think you don't put him on this. You're ready to call him up. He's ready to go up. He's been ready to go up. This is an opportunity. His first match, really his big match on the main roster, is against Cody Rhodes. Even though he's still technically an NXT guy, but his first real match for people to get to know him and see him on a national stage is against Cody Rhodes. I think he has to win. There's no other. Cody Rhodes cannot win this match. And I think Oba Femi wins it because I think Drew McIntyre comes out and costs Cody the match. And we're continuing that feud between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, which I don't have hopes for it. I'm kind of giving up on it, but I do think we're going to continue it. And I think Drew McIntyre is going to cost Cody. Oba's going to get the win and continue his run as NXT champion. And he's going to go on NXT and cut an amazing promo about how he beat Cody Rhodes.
Oh, we got the same exact prediction, my man. I got the same exact. Oba's winning, and I think Drew helps. I think that's why he got attacked in the car. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. The thing is, we can't have Drew lose again. That's for another day. But if you're going to bring Drew back again against Cody, you got to have Drew win. We cannot keep doing this. But I think this match is going to be a banger. I think they'll give him about 25 or so minutes. It's going to look good. It's going to be good. Cody's going to sell the shit for Oba Femi, but Oba Femi is going to be victorious. We're going to start the night off hot. I'm telling you, man, hot.
Yeah, absolutely. As they should. As they should.
All right. Oh, so there you go. You're going, speaking of hot, you're going with the women's match next. We have one Bayley going up against the hottest woman in all pro wrestling, Sol Ruca, for nothing. Who do you got? Who wins?
I'm going to go Bayley is going to get a huge win here. As much as I want to see Sol Ruca get the win, they're not going to have all NXT people win, unfortunately, on Saturday night's main event, even though you can make a case for all of them to win. But I do think we're going to see a similar outcome, that Bayley's going to win. And I think we're going to continue the whole Zarya Sol Ruca thing. You know, they apologized to each other on NXT this week for all the stuff that they've been going through. And I think Zarya is either going to inadvertently or even maybe vertently cost Sol Ruca this match against Bayley. And then that's going to set up their feud for moving forward for New Year's Evil and potentially Stand and Deliver, which is NXT's WrestleMania. So I'm going to say that Bayley gets the win because of Zarya.
All right. I'm going opposite. I think Sol Ruca is going to get the win, and I think it's going to irk Zarya more, and that's going to be more of a bragging right for Sol Ruca that, you know, oh, I beat Bayley, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And that's what's going to take Zarya over the edge, which he finally turns on Sol Ruca. I think we are going to, Bayley doesn't need to win this. What the heck? Why is Bayley even in? What is Bayley doing right now?
Yeah.
Like they can't put her on SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor, or any PLE. But hey, you know what? John Cena's last Saturday night's main event. Let's get Bayley on there against Sol Ruca. So, but once again, I think this match will go about 12 minutes. It'll be an absolute banger again. It should be a really, really fun match. Show where Sol Ruca is. Did you see her when she did her double? Was it Deadline where she did her double soul catcher? Soul snatcher,
yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
The double one. I mean, this girl is on a whole nother, she's in a level all by, I'm telling you, she is her. So yeah, but I'm going with Sol Ruca. I'm gonna do right off the bats 2 NXTers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that pick. I think it's I like it. I feel like Zarya is going to come into factor here somehow, some way. And then that whole apology on NXT this week was all a ruse.
So phony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phony either way. Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe she beats her up after Sol Ruca wins. All right. This is it. Another title match that isn't for a title. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, the tag team of AJ Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater, who I didn't even know were friends. I thought they were rivals. But who do you got?
Oh, man. I'm going AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. I think this is John Cena's last match. John Cena's last opponent prior to Survivor Series was against AJ Styles. I feel like, you know, they put AJ Styles in the tag team division and gave him the WWE Tag Team Championships as kind of a way to honor him and to thank him for everything he did in that match with John Cena, and kind of a way to praise him for his performance in that match against John Cena. So there's no way they're going to have AJ Styles, who's also retiring next year allegedly, and he's going to have his own retirement tour. I don't think he's going to lose on John Cena's last match. I think this match is going to be maybe the match of the night, probably the high flying match. Is going to steal the show. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a banger match. But I do think that I always want to say AJ Lee now, but AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are going to get the win. And then they'll move on and wrestle the New Day for the 8,000th time.
Yeah, right. They about to lose with the Usos, bro. The Usos are about to win it back. I don't know if you know, but they back. What else is Jay doing?
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Styles and Lee winning as well. I think this will be the match of that. I think it'll go about 25, 30 minutes. It should be an absolute high-flying banger. Dragon Lee just with any of them. AJ still got it. I mean, I think this match will steal the show. That's why I don't know it's going to go here. That's why I would think it would go second. I don't think they want to drain the energy. And the girls are only going to go about 10 to 12 minutes. I don't think they want to put this match before Cena Gunther. Yeah. They could as well, but they don't want Cody that close either. So I think they want some space. But they might do some kind of 35-minute tribute video to John Cena and do that one where everybody's saying bye to him and all that. So they might have something in between it. Edge is coming back, I heard. So he'll be there to say. You can't say he'll be there with Tony Khan, to say hi. Hey guys, it's me, Edge. Hey,
hey everybody. But I do think there's going to be a big tribute, a video package. I think Cena's going to cut a promo. I think. Yeah, so I don't think it really
after he'll cut the promo. After.
But all right, this match is going to be fun.
This is the one that everyone think is easy and predictable. We got John Cena in his last ever match in his Hall of Fame, historic, supposed GOAT, which he's not, career versus the Ring Cerrorel Gunther, who was on First Take, and oh man. Poor guy, but I don't know if you saw it, but I just felt bad. He was a genuinely nice guy, but he's just not Stephen A. Smith type of personality. It was like very awkward, but he did his best. And I actually like Gunther. I don't know why. It's so funny because when he was Walter, people loved him. When he changed his name to Gunther, people were so furious. Then he was the champion and people loved him. And now, just like all the fickle wrestling fans do, white Gunther. Gunther sucks. He's the most boringest wrestler ever. And he's literally doing his best work ever. So fans, stop. Yeah. Stop rooting for someone and then tearing them down. It's so bananas. But
that's why LA Knight is, he's going to get turned on as soon as he gets the main event push that everyone wants. That's what Jey Uso, same way. Yeah.
100%. For the fans watching, come on, let's do this, brother. John Cena versus Gunther. Let's go. That's right. Nice. I got both those Funko Pops on me. But who do you got? Let's see if you're willing to take a risk like I am.
I am, man. I don't buy this whole notion that John Cena is going to lose and put somebody over on his way out. Mm-hmm. This guy, he's going to win. He's there to win. He's hustle, loyalty, and respect. He's never gives up. They're putting a lot of emphasis on Gunther winning matches by tapping out people. He tapped out LA Knight, and Gunther's talking about locking in John Cena's own submission and making him finally give up. That was his whole premise of his promo on Raw. Mm-hmm. That John Cena's MO is never giving up, never quitting. Mm-hmm. He's going to overcome this and slay one final dragon for the fans, and that dragon's going to be Gunther. John Cena is going to reign supreme. He's going to be victorious. It's not going to hurt Gunther in any way. And then afterwards, he's going to cut a promo, and it's going to be an emotional goodbye. But John Cena is 100% wholeheartedly, most definitely winning his last match over Gunther.
I'm telling you right now, as soon as Dom beat him for the IC title, I confirmed to me that I was right, that he's not going to lose back to back. I didn't care who he's wrestling. Then he got Gunther, and everyone was like, obviously Gunther. And then Gunther got on the camera and said, not only am I going to beat you, I'm going to tap you out. And right then, that was my 100% confirmation that he's losing. John Cena is not only going to beat the monster after being chopped for days. This match probably go about 30 minutes as well. He's going to get destroyed. He's going to be bruised up. There's going to be 7,500 near falls. Gunther's going to have him in a submission. He's almost going to give up. John Cena is going to tap out Gunther. He is going to beat him. He's going to tap him out. And after the match, Gunther's going to shake his hand and show him respect for the first time. Gunther's never done it. I'm telling you right now. And John's going to give a big speech. Everybody's going to come out who he's ever wrestled, who's allowed to come out. It's going to be a huge, huge deal. I'm telling you this right now. People that think that you're the great, it goes on his back, he loses, Gunther leaves, then he comes out and has a speech. The crowd's going to riot. I don't understand why anyone would think this isn't a normal, when Shawn had his last match, guess what? We knew he was going to lose. When Flair had his last match, we knew he was going to, there was that was why the match was happening. This is not why this match is happening. This was a whole year process built up to this moment. They're not having him lose. I'm telling you right now. No. John Cena wins. And if he does, I'll eat a shoe, whatever. But I'll also say it was shitty booking because you'll see the reaction if he does lose and why it's shitty booking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's he has to win. This is John Cena. I mean, it's not going to hurt Gunther in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-mm.
You don't have this tournament either where you have to earn your way to beat John Cena in this final match just to have John Cena lose. I don't know. The whole premise of the tournament is so John Cena can overcome another challenge, and that's one final challenge to overcome, cap off his career, and he lives up to his mantra of never giving up, never quitting, and he's going to use that as part of his promos in his speech afterwards. He's going to talk about how he didn't quit, he didn't give up, he kept fighting to the end. So he's going to get a standing ovation. And I think this match is going to be great, but John Cena is not.
Heck yeah, it is. No, and you know what else it does? If John beats Gunther, what does that do for Dominic Mysterio? Now Dominic Mysterio for the rest of his life gets to say, I'm the last man to ever beat John. He did give a rub. People are like, he's not going out against a young talent. Yes, he just lost to Dominic Mysterio. Yes, he did rub a young talent. He just gave Dominic Mysterio a rub. He just what are you guys talking about? 100% he did. So no, I'm telling you, I can't see Cena losing. Yeah.
And everyone's talking about a potential Brock Lesnar versus Gunther match at WrestleMania. Why not use this match as a way to set that up where Brock Lesnar dominated John Cena. Gunther couldn't beat John Cena. It took Gunther 30 minutes to beat John Cena. Brock Lesnar did it in 9 seconds. Boom. Now you have a potential feud in a good story where now Gunther is the one who has to overcome the beast and he has to overcome Brock. And if that's the direction that they're going, which we don't know, but if that is, then there's a story built in right there too because of John Cena.
Oh no, for sure. And I don't buy this whole Bully Ray coming on his show or whatever. I just caught wind of it. He's the one telling everybody that The Rock's going to come and challenge him, and he'll imagine how stupid that would be. Just imagine. I know everybody's like, well, TKO doesn't care. Okay, but they do. That would turn people forever. If you built up, no matter how great that would be to see them wrestle, why would you book all this, say it all, have people pay their money, show up this, and then say, just kidding, he's going to wrestle again at WrestleMania, everyone? Yeah. No. If you want The Rock and Roman, that makes sense. But Cena, and that doesn't make any sense. It's the final okay, we're past that. The Rock even said it. It was all a mess up. 6-7. They shouldn't have done it. That's why they just dropped it to Cody at Mania. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
John Cena even admitted that they did that with no end game in sight because they booked for shock value. They did it to make Chamber huge. They did it to have a big moment, but they didn't really have a plan in place. And
then it didn't work. Like I said.
And The Rock's not coming out. If he might do a video, he might make.
Oh yeah,
he might be there, but he's not challenging John Cena to a match at WrestleMania. It would be one thing if Cena didn't go on Chris Van Fleet and First Take and Pat McAfee and all these other shows and vehemently say, "I'm never wrestling again."
If
he wasn't saying that again, and then he does it. Then that would make him a hypocrite. But
the whole company, yeah. But I could picture too after he beats Gunther and he's standing in the ring, one by one, people. We do another 40 minutes of people walking out and shaking his hand and shit, like Batista, The Rock. I can picture all these people. I can picture people coming out and shaking his hand, hugging him, and saying in the ring, and him filling up the ring with all these past wrestlers. Everyone but Edge. I can see it happening.
Yeah, I could see. I don't think Edge is coming there, but I could see Tony Khan allowing him to do some sort of video tribute. Maybe some with maybe Bryan Danielson as well. I mean, they've done it before, and I could.
They both left on good terms too.
Yeah, I could see him allowing them to, make an appearance on Saturday night's main event. Maybe not in person, but via video package or something.
The funny thing is, I think that's a 10% chance. I give it a chance, but I think it's 10%. The funny part is, if I was Tony Khan, I would have called WWE and offered it. You know how much cool points he would get? WWE would never do that shit. Tony Khan would be a legend. I would have called them and said, hey, any of these guys that I have that had a thing with Cena, whether you want anyone. If you want them, they can't wrestle. They can make an appearance. They can say hi. They can do whatever you want. You let me know. I'm all good with it. As long as it's not countering one of my programs, you do you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would be totally like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
And I will say, I know it's AEW, but shout out to Tony Khan for moving Collision to an earlier time tomorrow. They're doing Collision Winter is Coming at 4:30 in the afternoon Eastern time. Now, yes, it's in Europe and it's pre-recorded and everything, but it would normally air in the US at 8 p.m., which is when Saturday night's main event is. So I think he's doing that so people can go still tune in for John Cena's last match.
Nobody was tuning into Collision.
No, that's
John
true.
Cena's last
That's
match,
true.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true. But
not even
cool points. Yeah,
not even those hardcore AEW fans are doing that. No, nobody is.
Yeah,
no
way. This is going to be the talk of the weekend for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, that's it. There it is. That's our prediction episode. Let us know in the comments. Tell us if you think we are right, if we're wrong, or laugh at us afterwards. Hit me up telling me how stupid I was for thinking John Cena was going to win his last match. I'm all for it. There's one thing I am great at. It's making predictions. There's something I'm even better at is when I'm wrong. I admit it, and I'll eat a shoe. I don't care. To do what we do, you're going to be right and you're going to be wrong. It is what it is. But with that said, as always, don't forget to subscribe and follow and tell your friends about us. Spread the love. Share this video. And if you just want to check me out, help a brother out, I'm on all social media at my_wrestling_opinion. You can just hear me babble and give all my weird takes. And with me, as always, is
Ryan Enjoys Wrestling on all the social media platforms. So go follow me on everywhere you get social media, and then listen to us, Two Dudes with Attitudes, on all the social media platforms as well. We are on TikTok at Two Dudes with Attitudes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Two Dudes with Attitudes. We're on Instagram at Two Dudes with Attitudes Podcast, at Twitch at Two Dudes _ with Attitudes. And we're on X at Two Dudes PC, where I've been blocked by Dave Meltzer, called out by Sean Ross Sapp, and have ruffled some other people's feathers. So go follow us over there at Two Dudes PC. And then, and if you're listening to us on audio, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your audio podcast, we're in the top 10% of all listened to wrestling podcasts. Help us keep climbing up the ranks. Help us get into that top 5%, that top 1%. And the way to do that is to leave us 5-star ratings and reviews, telling everyone about your favorite two dudes on the internet. As always, we appreciate everyone's love and support, but help us grow, help us get there. We can't do it without you.
Two Dudes Wolfpack, we out.
Two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and our attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. A 5-star broadcast, start to the ending, whether it's the